Police are
and
here.
like I said, you are on a private land.
I don't know why you keep shouting at me.
You are not allowed to film
how you keep shouting at me?
anything.
Hey gentlemen, how are we doing? Okay? Yeah, not too bad. How's yourself?
Yeah, good.
Good man.
What's going on?
So basically, I've come in to document the public information.
Okay.
And they've called you guys
okay.
for that. I don't understand why.
Why are you documenting the public information?
So I like to share what local training and employment opportunities are available for particular job centres. I travel all over the country doing this, as you can probably imagine. And that's what I do. I'm well frequented with what the job centre policy is, so much so that I have a copy of the memo that was sent out to all job centres in relation to people filming in job centres. I've also got the G4S training guide, so I know what their training is and how they should handle situations such as this. And they've been...
The calm before the storm finally breaks. Two uniformed officers step through the door, their presence slicing through the tension that's been building for nearly half an hour. The auditor greets them politely. No aggression, just steady confidence. He's already ready with his case. He's here to document public information, not to cause trouble. Yet behind the civility, you can feel the unspoken tension, a standoff between lawful observation and official authority. The police have been summoned over a camera, and already the air feels heavier than it should. The question now, will reason prevail, or will power posture take over?
Absolutely appalling. The lady keeps shouting at me, like despite me speaking to them as I'm speaking to you guys right now. I've remained calm, polite and respectful at all times. And they keep wanting to escalate things for some reason.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I've said to them, if they just let me film the leaflets, I would have been gone by now.
I know, I get that, but you can understand that a lot of people in this premises are having private conversations about their employment and stuff like that, which is why they're obviously hesitant about the video camera potentially picking up private information. Okay? So can you understand where they're coming from with that?
I can understand, but the obligation is on them to protect those conversations, not on me. And every job centre is the same. So no matter which job centre you go into in the country, the layout is always the same. The public area is a wooden floor. The private area is carpeted, and it's the same in every job centre all over the country. And I always stay within the public area. It's publicly accessible. It's a public place. I'm well within my rights to come and document whatever public information is available. There's QR codes everywhere, for goodness sake. How on earth are you supposed to scan QR codes if you're not allowed to use your camera? It just doesn't make sense.
The conversation shifts from confrontation to justification. The auditor calmly lays out his purpose. Filming job centres across the UK to highlight public information, often for viewers who can't leave their homes. It's a mission rooted in transparency, not defiance. But the officers push back, hinting at privacy concerns. Their tone is measured but uncertain, trying to balance empathy with enforcement. The viewer feels it, that fragile moment when the law's gray areas begin to blur. This isn't about a crime. It's about control, access, and interpretation of public rights.
So what's the reason you're still here now then?
Because I've not been allowed to film this, and then they said...
Is that all you want to do, is film that?
Pretty much, I told them that. So it says to them. And she said that she phoned the police, and it's publicly accessible, my friend.
Have you done what you needed to do?
Not yet, no, I've been prevented, and then I told you guys we're getting close, so I had to wait for you guys as well.
The reason they've asked you to leave is because they've asked you twice to leave now, apparently. How long have you been in here yourself?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. I think in that 20-minute period, you should have done what you wanted.
I wasn't able to. They prevented me. They had surrounded me. I couldn't do that.
So what are you actually trying to achieve?
So I have viewers that watch my videos, and some of them are sort of...
Now the legal chess game begins. The auditor draws his invisible line. Wooden floors for public, carpeted floors for private. It's a clever argument, symbolic and literal. Every job centre in Britain, he explains, follows this same layout. The implication is powerful. He knows their system better than they do. The officers pause, unsure whether to challenge or concede. It's not just a floor he's pointing to. It's the boundary between transparency and bureaucracy.
Disabled can't get out and about, and so they rely on the information I share to access services, and I've got viewers all over the world.
Can't they access that through the job centre information themselves?
Some of my viewers are very mistrusting of the job centre, given sanctions and stuff like that, and the way the jobs PWP's conducted themselves.
Those leaflets are going to be accessible online anyway.
Again, some people choose not to access it that way.
That's
I can't talk for them.
Their choice then,
but again, I'm simply exercising my rights. It's my human right to share, receive and impart information as I see fit, and that's simply what I'm doing. I'm in a public place. I don't see why you guys are here. There's no crime being committed as far as I'm concerned.
We're not saying a crime has been committed.
I understand, that's why you're here. You came in a blue light, you came in an emergency call.
But if we've got any inkling that it could potentially lead to an offence, then obviously we can take matters into our hands.
I can say to you that there's going to be no criminal offences on my part. The one thing I will say is that there's two people committing criminal offences at this moment in time. This gentleman here and this gentleman here are failing to adhere to their SIA licensing requirements, which probably go up to 6 months in prison and an unlimited fine because they don't have their SIA licences on public display. He's now taken his out of his pocket, but it's got to be on public display, and that's a criminal offence to breach of licensing requirements. Is it? Oh, sorry, I couldn't see it because of the computer. I apologise, I was wrong. I don't have a photographic memory, my friend.
But if we've got any concerns, and if they're addressing any concerns in terms of a disturbance and causing any stress,
I'm not causing any disturbance.
What I'm saying is, if we've got any concerns,
it's all documented.
No, that's fine. And as if they've got any concerns, there's any distress in members of the public, then we can ask you to leave. Right?
Again, it's a public place. You don't know you have no authority here whatsoever.
Who's that? No,
you don't have any authority here whatsoever. There's no crime being committed.
I'm not saying there's been a crime. But
again,
what I'm trying to say, if we've got any inkling that a crime could be committed, then we have
fair enough. So you can only go on how I've conducted myself while I've been here.
And that's what we're trying to address.
And it's all on film. I've got video evidence. I can make that available if you.
The debate hardens. Police insist he's been asked to leave twice. The auditor fires back. Trespass isn't a crime. His voice remains calm, but his resolve sharpens like steel. The officers mention distress and concerns, yet the evidence is right there on camera. No threats, no disruption, just a man filming leaflets. Viewers can feel the clock ticking. How long before a misunderstanding turns into a misuse of power? It's a masterclass in composure under pressure.
I have the DWP policy in my pocket, and it clearly states that there's nothing they can do to stop me filming in the public areas of the job centre. They've got a set policy that they must adhere to. Now, their request for me not to film is a request. I don't have to adhere to that. I'm not working for DWP.
This is what we're trying to establish.
I understand that. Okay. Do you mind identifying yourself, please? I don't see a shoulder number on you.
PCU 8316.
Where are you based from?
Virgin.
Right.
Yeah, it's right below.
One thing you've got to understand is we get told this. We are following.
You're not, because I've got your training guide in my pocket as well.
Yes, mate.
And I can show you that.
Since the people were coming in the film.
I can guarantee you it's very recent. I keep up to date with these things, my friend. I do it all the time. I travel up and down the country. If you had left me alone, what do you think would have happened? What do you think would have happened if you had left me alone? I'd have filmed the notice board.
Outcome to receipts, literally. The auditor cites the official DWP memo that protects public filming and demands officer identification. Suddenly, the power dynamic shifts. The officers, who moments ago held authority, now face a citizen quoting policy chapter and verse. His voice stays level, but his confidence dominates the space. It's not anger that wins here, it's knowledge.
I go about places of public interest. I don't just do job centres. I do a multitude of different taxpayer-funded institutions, and I document them for the sake to share with my viewers. So,
what are you saying?
What are you
trying to achieve by coming here and saying I don't know what?
Because, as I said, there's multiple people that watch my content that can't make it out and about. They don't like interacting with DWP, so they use content such as mine to find out about sort of services, job opportunities and that they can access.
But even if they're not engaging with DWP themselves, there's no harm in them going online to get that information. Doesn't mean they have to interact with the person.
I can't speak for them, okay? I can't speak for them. I can only tell you through my point of view.
I don't think you're going to achieve much by coming here and video.
Well, my friend, I think you...
And that's the only...
You're not here to make friends, you said.
Are you, I'm not talking to you, so wind your neck in. So... As I said, do you know what my channel is?
I don't know.
So, therefore, in what position?
And that's what I've asked you.
Tension meets philosophy. One officer slips, offering a personal opinion. Instantly, the auditor pounces, "You're not here to have opinions. You're supposed to be neutral." The line lands heavy. For the first time, the officer falters, caught between duty and ego. It's a moment of raw accountability. The kind that exposes how fragile authority can look when challenged with reason and restraint.
I've got a question though.
Go on.
Do you sort of abide by your policies and procedures?
Do I?
Yeah, in the course of your duties?
Yeah, of course.
Have you activated your camera today?
Pardon?
Have you activated your cameras today?
I have as I entered, yes.
Yeah. Do you know what the policy is on that?
To make you aware that it's recording.
Did you make me?
You're recording me. You didn't make me aware that you were recording at the time.
But that's not my policy, my friend.
It's a policy. Yeah. It's a policy.
But did you make me aware?
Okay, my body one's running.
Fair enough.
And the light flashing.
Hey mate, right.
Mate, okay?
I'm okay, yeah.
So I'm well aware that you're well within your rights to film within.
A rare moment of equilibrium. The auditor questions body cam policy. Did you inform me you're recording? The officers nod, acknowledging protocol. The energy shifts. What began as confrontation now edges toward understanding. Both sides are filming, both invoking procedure, a silent recognition that transparency cuts both ways. For the first time, the scene breathes.
This building,
yeah.
Right? They put signs up on the outside.
Signs are unlawful.
Huh?
The signs are unlawful.
No, okay. Yeah. But not telling you can't film, requesting that you don't film and stuff like that, right? I get that you're coming in and you're here to audit the building or whatever and put the signs out, and you're well within your right to do that. So if we can do that and move you on before there are any data protection concerns with everyone else having their appointments, we're happy to facilitate that now.
You're going to move me on?
No, I'm gonna stay with you while you do, because you said you only wanted to come in and video record the signs and then you were willing to leave.
Yes.
So I'm happy for that to happen.
I don't need a police escort for that.
Okay, but if we're happy that that's going to happen, you're not going to try and video record people who are having their appointments over their shoulders and stuff like that. Then that's fine. Otherwise, we've got other issues there.
I've not attempted to do that. But
and I'm not saying you have.
But even if, like, hypothetically, if that was to happen, that doesn't constitute a crime.
No, and I understand that, right? I understand that, right? But you've got to also have some sympathy for some of the people who are coming.
I do, and that's why they're not the focus of my attention, and I've made that perfectly clear to the staff here.
That's why I haven't tried to come in here. You've been tidy with me, which is why I'm being tidy with you now. I'm not forcing you to leave, but you said you wanted to come in here and film these signs and then leave. So if we can do that, that'd be great.
I'll do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys need to go first.
No, that's fine. We'll stand outside. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, just go in your van.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And I'll be out in 2 seconds.
There you are, super.
All right.
Yeah,
all right, lads. Have a nice day. Sorry, Chief. I just need your ID, please.
Yeah, PC 838 Gary Jones.
And you're from Bridgend as well.
I'm from Bridgend, right.
All right. Have a good day, lads. Bye-bye. Anyway, where was I? Jeez, after all that. Goodness gracious. Thought I wasn't allowed to film. GLA wins again.
And finally, balance is restored. The officer offers a compromise: film the public information, avoid recording appointments. The auditor agrees. The tension dissolves. He films the boards, delivers his signature line, GLA wins again, and walks out with quiet triumph. The police step aside, professionalism intact. It's not about who shouted louder. It's about who knew the law better. And in Bridgend, knowledge just won the day.